that have provided us with the highlight of the tournament so far.
Yes.
And one player in particular, Ryan in Trifecta.
Yes, not only has Ryan Noob earned his spot, of course, on the stage here, but also earned the right for that trash talk that we just heard from him. You also saw him getting across the stage, getting in the face of Spartan. We weren't kidding, folks, and we said there was some bad blood. I saw Captain Anarchy jumping on Twitter talking about those fantastic rivalries that we used to see in the days of old. It's good to see two players who really don't like each other on the stage, and guess what? It's a Game 5 that decides it. In this case, it's Ryan Noob and Trifecta who advance, and that's why they're here playing for top 4 against Team Reciprocity.
Yeah, just for a moment we were worried that MLG was going to become UFC, but then it ended up being more WWE, so everything was okay. But we'll just roll it one more time, just in case you're joining us. There it is, some exchanges of words. We've been doing the lip reading, and I think what was said was, we just beat you in a Game 5. I think that's exactly what was said. I'm
just so thankful that that is a very, very strong and capable stage referee who was going to make sure that those two players did not get too close to each other. But if I had to guess, Onset, I think that's really not the end of what we'll see between those two players. You heard some very choice words exchanged between them, and that Ryan Noob Spartan rivalry will continue. But here today, it's Ryan Noob and co. He's got teammates Shooter, Musa, and Rain going up against the guys on Reciprocity. Brand new roster here. Saiyan, Trippy, Pistola, and Snipedown.
Yeah, Snipedown. I mean, what an addition to any roster in any Halo title. We've talked about it so many times, but what he brings to the table just cannot be compared. You can see the two teams here, Reciprocity taking on Trifecta. It is your first seed coming into this tournament, taking on the 13th seed. It is the elimination bracket as well. Whoever goes through here is going through. Whoever loses, they're going straight home. Game number 1's about to get underway. We're starting off with Refuge right now, and it's going to be capture the flag to start things off.
Is this a game number 1 Sank CTF? Is that what we have here?
What year is this?
Let's go.
Here we go then. Ryan Noob straight into the action, getting that rocket launcher. Pretty much uncontested. Not find the target there, but almost finds the kill, but no, Snipedown is going to put a power weapon of his own to use.
My oh my. Snipedown doing what he does best, keeps his teammates alive, putting that sniper rifle to use. Player that we love to see sniping, as you mentioned, Onset, in any iteration of Halo. He's going to put on a show. That's what he's going to be looking to do here, of course. Both teams looking to establish control of this central area. We call this ring. There's 3 different levels in Halo 5. Really look for teams to prioritize getting all the way on top of that structure to get control and really lay down shots across the map as their opponents are spawning.
Yeah, so difficult to peel those players off of ring 3 when they are up there. You can see a nice back smack coming in there on Saiyan there. 2 players are going to fall from either side, and now it's going to be a case of who's pushing forward, who's on the defensive. It looks like at the moment, Trifecta are trying to be aggressive, to be honest with you. Snipedown comes back to clean up that kill on Rain, and so important to get that player out of the hut. Can be such a nuisance.
Oh man, players who are flying through your court into your hut, players who fly through rocks right here into the health pack, into the flag. You got to make sure you prioritize them, otherwise they're going to cause a heck of a lot of hurt for you and your team as you try to establish control on the map.
Trifecta are going to try and ride off that momentum. You heard Clutch on the death saying, that adrenaline, it can work in one of 2 ways, essentially. It can push you onto that next level, give you that belief, or it can completely and utterly sap your energy.
Right, Clutch of course saying that he thinks this team is done. He thinks Trifecta used all the energy they had on that win. We'll have to see if that's the case. Great double there for Shooter.
Making a triple for Shooter. That's going to open up the map. He's got the last player in front of him as well. Saiyan has no idea, and that's an overkill to start off the series for Shooter.
Shooter doing everything he can to make sure that he proves Clutch's words wrong. Great start for him as we take a look at the kills category. 2 teams pretty close right now. Trifecta outslaying 15-13.
Yeah, they have control of ring as well. You can see Ryan Noob set up for that new rocket launcher. Everything's going their way right now. This is exactly the control they want to have on this map. However, they need to get that flag on the move. And when they're picking up kills like this, Rain, you can see with the sniper rifle, Ryan Noob with the rocket launcher, they've got a great opportunity to do so.
Great efficiency from Ryan Noob. You saw him drop down pillars. I like that play on set. He probably could have finished with the pistol or could have waited for the help to come, but instead he just drops down pillars and uses the rocket to get the sure kill. Great stuff from Ryan Noob. He's continuing where he left off in that last series.
Yeah, huge 1v1 just won by Saiyan there, I believe, in the rocks to stop that flag run though. And they're going to do a great job there, Reciprocity. You felt that was the perfect opportunity for Trifecta to get that flag back to their base. They had rockets, they were picking up kills, but Reciprocity, they said no.
Yeah, great stuff. That's what you expect to see from Reciprocity, even if they only have 1 or 2 players alive, to really prioritize those kills like you and I talked about yesterday on set. Prioritizing those impact kills. Which players are in position to do the most damage? The second you can neutralize them, if you pick those kills right, you can stop an entire rush in its tracks.
Sniper rifle up, as you can see, saying diverting his attention towards Rain. Rain backs him down, but great finish, good teamwork coming in with the snipe down there, and now Saiyan turning his attention back and smartly going up to ring 3 there. A lot of times you'll see players walk into ring, just into ring 2, seeing that player, but jumping up to ring 3, like you mentioned, Andy, gives that elevation, gives that extra bonus.
Shooter won the wiser. Some people might have been wondering, as you saw Saiyan pop to ring 3, as Shooter had already backed down to his street, he might have anticipated that ring 3 jump up, and that's exactly what he did. So a little bit of mind games there. Shooter knew that the ring 3 jump was coming, takes him down immediately. So Shooter making sure that he keeps control of ring. Rockets up in 25.
All the kills fall into Reciprocity at the moment, and that's why my pet hate is not reloading a gun, but it doesn't matter. Picks up the reload, finds 1 headshot, knows there's another player skulking about in the rocks. He's decided to make his way back, try and clear out Trippy. We've seen how effective those rock runs can be for the player. It seems to be the preferred choice of run at the moment on Halo 5 through those rocks. Have a lot of cover there, and Shooter going back, making sure he got those players out of his base before pushing forward. So
very interesting there, because Reciprocity, take a look at this. Ola gets the rockets, but you just saw a killing spree on the other side from Shooter and co. And they even got a few kills right around the rocket drop time. Ola was able to get 1 rocket off, but that's a little bit of sign of concern for me. If you're getting those right kills around the right time when rockets are coming up, but you still give up complete control of ring, it's a little bit surprising. It doesn't look like it's going to really hurt them here on the scoreboard. But still, Trifecta, if they're getting those kills, they need to make sure they're also getting in the right positions.
Yeah, and something you wouldn't expect us to be having a conversation about with this team. We've talked about how objectively efficient a lot of these players have been on previous teams and how good they are at getting that flag moving when they get those kills, but you have seen 2 or 3 times so far in this game. A couple of rounds of kills have gone down and they've had position on the map, but Reciprocity doing a great job of stopping them getting that flag. Maybe they're just not prioritizing that objective as much as they're used to.
And right now you have, for a moment, the side of Trifecta was starting to pull away in the slaying category. They're up 36-30, but just as quickly as I say that, Reciprocity answers back with 3 unanswered. So 36-33, now 38-33. After that, a set of kills in favor of Trifecta still outslaying Reciprocity.
Yeah, that's 3 dead here for Reciprocity as well. Rhinoob trying to push up to the rocks. You can see he's going to come under fire from all these respawners, so he's going to have to wait for his teammates to push up here. Smartly backs down. He's going to have to stop sprinting before his shields come back, of course, but his teammates doing a good job picking up 2 kills. It's going to be a 2v2 situation now. Rhinoob decides to be aggressive and initiate a battle on the Reciprocity side of the map, but again, forced to back down here, and it really is an attritional start to this first game of the series.
It really is. Both these teams, of course, have players who have played many iterations of this fantastic map, Sanctuary, as it was first known in Halo 2, and these guys know how to play this game. They also know that you very much need to respect your opponents and certain movements on this map. There's a lot of, a desire to fly right at the enemy flag and get a pull going, but if you pull in the wrong way on set, as the rockets are now up, I believe Rhinoob trying to make a play for them, if you pull in the wrong way, you can really set your team up for failure.
Yeah, Rhinoob's just won a big battle against none other than Saiyan. We know how good Saiyan's shot is, but look at the shots that are coming in the background of Rhinoob's point of view at the moment. That's 3 dead. Now they need to push forward immediately. Try and get on the front foot here. You can see Rhinoob trying to clean up these kills here, but needs to be moving forward while he's doing so. He's going to clean this one up. 2 falls, still has a rocket as well. And now it's Musa who's moving in aggressively with a sniper rifle, but sometimes too many toys can cause you a problem.
It's true. Snipe did a great job staying alive in shotgun. I didn't see if he spawned cord or if he spawned below turret and moved back, but regardless, Shoddy made sure that if anyone pushed turret like that, he's able to get the jump on them to slow down that Trifecta rush.
Double kill here for Rain. Should have some players coming off the respawn as well. You can see he's trying to work out where this player is under turret, trying to help his teammates stay alive, and that teammate is Musa. Has a 1v1 with Trippy here. Trippy with the perfect shots, though, to stop down that player, and now you're seeing kills going down, but Rain again hitting these shots.
Not missing. If you watched the last series, you know that he is picking up right where he left off, but his flag does get pulled, so a big 180 there. Head on a swivel, goes back to his rocks.
Yeah, he needs to win this battle as well. Kill this player, it'd be huge. Stop this flag run. Another player in the rocks here. That's a big kill, but he does know there's another player here. Has to kill this player. Misses 2 shots. If he doesn't pick up this kill, Saiyan can potentially keep moving this flag. Goes for the flag touch, jumps over Rain's head as well, but somehow Ryan Noob sniffed that one out and comes back to help his teammate.
Now that flag is still in a dangerous position. They do need to keep an eye on that. Keep in mind, right now it's about 50% returned, and as long as they keep their opponents away from it, Trippy, they're going to shut down immediately. Onset, what a story it would be if Trifecta was able to upset the #1 seeded Reciprocity in this series. So far, through the first 8 minutes of this Sank CTF, they are looking strong. By the way, still leading, now outslaying their opponents a little more heavily, 61-50.
Yeah, heavily outslaying them, but haven't seen any real meaningful flag pulls from them so far. Reciprocity doing good defensive work. We talked about that. Rocket's about to pop up as well. Is this going to be the power weapon? Finally changes things for one of those teams. That's 4 dead there momentarily for the guys on Trifecta. Let's see if Reciprocity can make the push and get that flag moving.
Ola gets into the back rocks, making sure there's no nades coming from the turret ramp just yet. I gotta love that play. Knew where the danger was coming from, so he's just gonna hold off, sit back here. Roxy's got a lot of help.
Yeah, he's got loads of help here, but a big kill there on Snipe Down. He's gonna allow Rhino to get back to his turret ramp at least and slow down this potential flagpole. You can see Saiyan with the rockets in Snipe Down's death screen there is going to be watching the jump up, watching those overextenders. His job there was, if that flag got pulled out, to stop those respawners pushing past halfway on the map.
Look at this. I love this because Snipe Down was just dead. He comes off the respawn. Now he's right back with his team. His team has held down the enemy base perfectly, and now Snipe Down is able to fill in. And this is what Ola, you heard him talking about, right? The team is able to just kind of hold things down and fill in the gaps. Right here, it looks like they're going to be slowed down once again. But the big question for me right now, Onset, is are we seeing Reciprocity, who's playing fantastic defense, or are we instead seeing Trifecta, who's playing inefficient offense? Not sure just yet.
One player who's trying to make things happen at the moment is Snipe Down, moving in, sweeping up all of those kills for the triple. Now creating the opening for Saiyan to push through the rocks here. The 1v1 with Ryan Noob here, tries to hit the shots. Ryan Noob back down here, and Saiyan has the help over his shoulder from Trippy to now push in and try and get this flag moving once again.
Of course, the first thing he's going to do when he gets up here is hit those turret ramps, goes for the thrust pull, but actually doesn't get the pull. You have to hope that that's not going to come back to bite him, and actually he will fall. You have to think that if he had timed the thrust pull perfectly, Snipe Down's going to continue the run, but they're going to lose a player. But look at this, now it's Trippy's turn.
Trippy trying to find an overkill. So many multi-kills we've already seen in this game, but nothing has been too effective. Finds another kill here. Onto Shooter, that's a killing spree, but the back smack now from Rain. The flag is moving though. It's back to the base here for Reciprocity. The first time they've really got one moving. Oh no, Rain! He has something to say about it. Flag in Snipe Down's hand.
Man.
He manages to put it in. Reciprocity follow that flag back, but now they get one on the board. Can Trifecta off the back?
Almost fumbled it on the second touch as well there. Got to give all the credit in the world there to Trippy. You saw he gets the triple. Not only does he get the triple, he has the heads-up play to focus on his Walshy, his carbine, to take out a player who was pushing his rocks with the sniper rifle. Big stuff there from Trippy to pick up all 4 kills as that flag goes in. With only a minute and a half left, that could be the dagger that shuts down Trifecta despite their strong slaying this game.
Yeah, that could be a massive momentum swing in the series. We talked about Adrenaline, how they're playing. You know, they've outslayed their opponents here, Reciprocity, in this game #1. They've had more than one opportunity to get that flag back, but the first time that Reciprocity get in the base, get a meaningful flag pull, they convert. And it's the minute differences between these top 4 teams and the top 6 we're going to see today.
Right, absolutely. Now take a look, only 1 minute left in the game here, so really Reciprocity is going to kind of play the same game they've been playing this entire time, Onset, right? All they need to do is play this defensive control style, don't let the enemy team get a pull, and they'll close us out.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, Reciprocity, they've done their aggressive work they need to do for this game, but as we all know, the best form of defense is attack, and you're seeing that right now. Saiyan putting the pressure on, keeping Trifecta on the back foot. If he's on their side of the map, Trifecta have to come back to their side of the map to get him out. Rhino, though, he's trying to flip the map at the moment. Smart play from him. If he can pick up a couple of kills here, knows there's another player behind, no shields whatsoever, but Snipe Down, by delaying his death, is going to cause some problems. Now you're seeing the flag pool come in. You're seeing both flags being moved, but it looks like at the moment Trifecta are the ones with the better setup on the map.
Yeah, it was a minor man advantage there for a second for Trifecta if they're able to get this, but it looks like with that player falling, Musa, it's going to be too little too late as that flag is also pulled. I think that's going to be at 10 seconds left.
Yeah, that could well be it here for our game #1. Still Saiyan in battles, and that's a big win there over Shooter, turning that one around, making everything look fine and dandy. We're going to see a peek through the keyhole there as the victory sign comes up as well. Reciprocity take your game #1.
And my oh my, in the end, not only do they win on the scoreboard in terms of flag caps, but also slowly but surely, it took them 85 kills to do so, but they also end up leading in the slaying category. They outslayed Trifecta by 3 kills, 85 to 82. Power weapon kills, though, actually in favor of Trifecta, 16 to 10. Big numbers for them. Here we go, taking a look at the PGCR.
Yeah, I mean, look at those stats there. Of course, we had the overkill from Shooter as well to start off the game. I just feel like if you're getting an overkill on that map and you're not at least getting that flag moving, getting that flag back over 50%, there's something wrong. Yeah. There's something not quite going right. Couldn't quite put my finger on what that was, but they had their opportunities to win that game and go up one in the series against Reciprocity. I think they'd like to have that game back.
And it kind of points to the fact that when we talked about how they had gotten the string of kills, they had gotten a killing spree as well right before the Rockets were coming up. But instead, when we go to the overhead cam, right, for some reason, Pistola's in ring alone, grabbing Rockets, going to his enemy's wall. Doesn't really make sense. There's very few scenarios I can imagine where if you're getting a killing spree and 2 big kills right before, that you don't at least have ring presence, let alone ring control.
Yeah, we saw power weapon kills falling in the favor of the guys from Trifecta again. Putting the weapons to use. They're just going to get a little bit more aggressive in our game number 2 here. You can see it in the background loading up. Reciprocity looking to move through this elimination bracket. They want a shot at that grand finals, but this is game number 2 now, and we're going to start this one off with the man we heard in the interview before the game. It's going to be Pistola.
All right, let's see. Actually, it's a 3v1 right here. It's a 3v1 for Reciprocity up against Ryan Noob as they only send one person outside. Curious to see exactly how that will fall. Rain does grab Rockets off screen, though.
Slow start here, as you would expect, and one thing that a lot of pros talk about on Coliseum player is the fact that the opening strategy a lot of the time can actually win you this game. If you get that first set of rockets down a sniper rifle and a fresh 3-4 dead, you can go on a 12, 14 kill spree. Snipe Down has that sniper rifle, but you have to give credit here to Trifecta. Although they didn't get the power weapons, they've done a good job of keeping this one close.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we saw some very interesting mind games off screen. You had Snipe Down with a sniper rifle watching Red 1, and Rain waited a little bit of extra time bottom middle with the Rockets before pushing flag. Now he has Snipe in hand as well, but so far neck and neck, these two squads. But really interesting to see 2 very powerful players, Rain continuing to hit shots in this game as well, really kind of outsmarting one another. In the end, it's Rain and co, Rain with some help, who makes sure that they get control of this sniper rifle.
Yeah, Rain holding down this position here on the red corner. Maybe would like to see him potentially rotate, having just picked up a couple of kills with it. Obviously, he's going to be called out by Reciprocity. Be very surprising to see them poke out of those angles that he's going to be covering. They're going to know the angles he's going to be watching, the angles he's going to be able to hit those shots, and that's what I want to see. Helping his teammate now, rotating around the map. If he can hit that shot there, that would have been a fresh 3 dead, but look at the score. Trifecta up 11-6 here. They've done a great job at the start of this game.
They really have, both Rain and Shooter with 4 kills apiece. And a killing spree for Rain. I mean, you have to wonder, people know how talented this guy is, but I'm not sure if everyone knows just how capable he is of really putting these power weapons to use, because between the last series and this one, he has looked so strong. They're up 15-8, Rockets coming up in 10 seconds.
Spots that player sliding out to the corner as well, trying to rotate. He's in a great position here to protect these Rockets, maybe wait for a teammate to push towards them, and that looks exactly like what he's going to do. Pistola gets a virtual haircut. We've seen his real life one recently. That's not another one he wanted to put into the bank, but Shooter gets those Rockets now. He's going to move away. 2 power weapons in the hands of Trifecta here. The sniper rifle, obviously the ammo had been used up, but those Rockets have been picked up by Shooter because of the work that was done with that weapon.
And I tell you what, 8 kill lead now, very comfortable for the guys on Trifecta. If they keep this up, they should be able to close this game out.
It's important that you got to trade at least with that final rocket there. Didn't want to get taken out without putting up too much resistance. Booster now, what a game he had, what a series he's just had. Gets taken down by that carbine top of the rocket tower there. Cross map by Saiyan, great shots from him, good covering fire. Sniper rifle is all the focus of these 2 teams at the moment, though. You can see it about to pop up. Shooter doing a great job of switching targets, making sure he's trying to keep these players back. The challenge is going to come in. That should be an easy kill here with the grenades and the teamwork that's coming in. You can see 3 players here from Trifecta set up, and it's going to be the sniper rifle once again falling in their hands.
Look at this snipe control they had, right? You said it perfectly on set, right? Shooter is able to challenge all the way to rock ramp, then focuses right back to the maze. And so Rain can continue hitting these shots. Look at this, 27-17. Trifecta is heating up, and they look strong in game number 2. Let's go into a listen in with these guys.
Two on me. I'm running. Come on. I'm just running. I'm literally
Right side.
Yeah. Watch Grass.
Look at sniper.
Grass right now, side down.
Okay,
I got 2 shots.
Nice
Jump. And Grass, guys. Blue maze and red sniper. We're all dead.
Shit, Tim!
Oh my fucking god.
Alright, Snipes down, blue maze. He's on it right now. He's on the sniper. Blue maze.
Blue BR. I'm going
sitting red maze.
They're gonna have a sniper.
I'm just sitting red maze.
Be aggressive at sight, dude. Do not let them control
I'm
that.
sitting at. One's gonna be on me grass right now.
I'm going pyramid. I'm going pyramid.
Two shots grass. All up.
Pyramid.
Okay, look, pyramid.
One shot. Step down. I got him. Nice.
One
Another
shot,
guy's
one
pyramid.
shot. Are you? Couch.
Pyramid right now. One shot.
Sniper.
Oh my god.
Go.
Rockets are up, guys.
I'm going.
Red BR. Red BR.
Go red BR. Go red found. Red found to red flag.
Okay.
You went back to top.
I
You go red BR probably.
Hey, play smart, guys.
BR stepping, Sandy.
Oh shit. Top rockets.
Missile, look top rockets.
Top rockets on Moose. And red flag behind Moose. They're pushing him.
I got nothing on him.
On rockets.
Top rockets weak, guys. He's right side, top rockets.
Grass.
Go for him now.
I'm looking.
He's on it now.
On rockets. Nice.
Red elbow, guys. Red elbow.
Alright.
Blue server, trying to get me outside.
He's over.
He's blue maze weak.
Okay, let's go, Sandy.
Top side,
rockets.
Top side somewhere.
You want you deck him?
Yo, he's on me. One shot. Oh my. One shot top rockets.
Pyramid,
One shot top rockets.
I got 2 shots, Chippy.
Try to look at him, Sonny. Look at rockets, Sonny.
Wait, top rockets.
He's there. He's nading you. Careful.
He's over. Then he's over.
You're gonna get those probably.
Just push side. We can just
Watch out,
push
BR.
side.
Got him.
Dead.
Nice. Yo, on my sneaky, guys. Ola. Ola, speak blue cave.
Can't do anything. Blue maze, go shot.
Jump and miss.
Okay.
Go shot, blue maze.
Well, back in Halo 3, the Chig made a bit of a name for sniping, and what he did with Chiggin. I'm making a movement right now to have quick scopes and no scopes rebranded to Tinkling.
Yes, indeed. Timmy Tinkler put on a show here. 35 kills to Reciprocity, 37 for the side of Trifecta now. It's only a 2-kill game, so what was once a 9 or 10 kill lead has been shrunk all the way down to 2. You heard a little bit of panic there. Finally, when Trifecta knew that they were not going to get control of the Rockets, a few players saying, let's push snipe, let's just push snipe, while people are still looking at Rockets. Now here we are, tied 37-37. Reciprocity is doing it again. They've tied up the game.
Yeah, it was a fantastic Astro listening, of course, to hear the comms from the guys on Trifecta, but while we were listening to those guys, as we say, the kills have been scraped back here by Reciprocity. They did it in game number 1. They were on the back foot for the majority of it, but they managed to get the W, and that's what these championship winning teams do. Musa, though, pushes aggressively to clean up the kills. Still a 2-kill lead, cut down to 1, though. Musa is going to be taken down by Snipe Down, and that rocket launcher might be a deciding factor towards the end of this game.
Yeah, it's a good play from Musa because he hasn't had the strongest of games. He's 6-12 right now. However, does have 12 assists to his name, so good to see him making aggressive plays like that to close out kills that he knows he can.
And look at this. Who's in position right now to pick up this new sniper rifle? Musa moving in. Kills being picked up left, right, and center, but I believe it was Rain who was in position to potentially pick this up. But a flank here from Musa. Smartly stays alive, trying to keep his teammate alive here, and maybe just a little slow to react there.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. Rain, look, maybe did not know that there was 2 players around here on the back silver, and now they've lost the lead by 1 kill here. A little bit of miscommunication there, 45-44, now in favor of Reciprocity.
Just saw a killing frenzy here for Snipe Down. I mean, we talked about how big a player he was to pick up here for Reciprocity, and he's showing it in a game where his team are down. He's put the team on his back. He's got 10 back-to-back kills without dying, and now they're just 3 away from winning game number 2.
He's 16-9 in this game, like you said. When your team's down by 10, and then you have someone like Snipe Down going on a 10 spree, that's all you need. Here we go. But it's still a 2-kill game. It's not over yet.
5 minutes remain.
I believe that Trippy has a sniper rifle as well. This is looking good at the moment. It's Trippy with the rockets, actually. They're just going to hold snipe control here, Reciprocity. They don't have to do anything crazy. Let them come to you. Snipe Down picks up another kill in the feed as well, and you just feel,
oh no,
with Pistola picking that one out, that is pretty much done.
Ola just outshot Shooter top Rockets, like you said. That really should be it. And just now, Shooter making a bold play up top Rockets alone. Ola shuts him down. That really paves the way for them to go ahead and push in the back of the base there. And Reciprocity 2 for 2 in terms of late game performances. And on the other side, Trifecta 2 for 2 in terms of controlling almost the entire game and then falling at the end.
Yeah, it's another choke. Got to say it. You have to say it. We have to be honest. We have to put our hands up and call it is what it is. I mean, Snipe Down going on that killing frenzy towards the end. Obviously huge for Reciprocity to get back into that one, but you know, Trifecta holding that lead for the majority of that game. It comes down to the last few moments. They're hitting incredible snipe shots. They're winning individual battles. They're getting those initial rocket launchers. You have to turn it into wins. If you want to get into this top 4, if you're not turning those advantages into wins, that's why you're going to be in the top 6.
Yeah. You talk about the quality of pickup that Snipe Down is, right? They talk about how this is the player they needed. He goes 17 kills, most kills in the game, 9 deaths, least deaths in the game. Let's pull up those stats as you see Snipe Down leading across those 2 categories. The killing frenzy to get his team to win a game by 5 kills. What a performance from him. Yeah, great performance from him. Unfortunately, on the other side of things, you saw Musa at the bottom there, but with a lot of damage dealt, so he was still doing a lot of work for his team. Unfortunately, statistically,
Didn't quite stack up in that Slayer. But now we're moving on to our game number 3. You can see it loading up once again. Strongholds on Empire. 100 points to win in this one. Reciprocity looking for the clean sweep here over their opponents. Are they going to be able to pull this one off, or are we going to see a reverse sweep coming in from Trifecta?
All right, taking a look off the break to see exactly where this falls. Of course, these game types so familiar for these two teams. We're not seeing, with the exception of Refuge Game 1, not seeing those new ball game types in this series. So lots of mileage on these maps in between these two teams. But so far, it's Reciprocity who has led with a score of 2-0. By the way, taking a look at those times, we did have a camo pickup by Musa at 50. 4 seconds later, an overshield grab by Sayan at 46, for those of you keeping track at home.
Yeah, Musa's got the green gun here and the camouflage, so his sole purpose on this map right now is to go hunting for a Saiyan. If he can find one, he's going to have everything he needs to take down this overshield, because his shooter manages to cap the pit. And while all of this is going on and Saiyan's moving around looking for kills, Trifecta not worried about that. They've gone for the objective. They managed to get 2 of these strongholds, and they're scoring some points.
Actually, on the Trifecta side also, the first 6 kills go to them as well. Once again, with a good slaying opening from Trifecta. Here's the question for them though, right? And the first 2 games have answered it so far, but will game 3 be any different? Can they stretch this across all 12 minutes of play? They have yet to prove us that they can against this very talented Reciprocity roster, who feels like they never give up, and the second you give them an inch, they win the game.
Yeah, great rotations there, and a reset actually coming in on the pit as well there from Trifecta. So they're going to keep scoring, and uncharacteristically missed shots there from Snipe down. That player manages to stay alive, but his teammates doing a good job of cleaning up some kills. Now it's a 2v2 situation, and that's absolutely fine for Trifecta. They have control of the strongholds. If they've got 2 players on the map and their opponents have got 2, very low chance of them losing that.
Look at that play from Snipe down. You saw that he did not finish, like you said, Musa, bottom tower. He then gets the high ground over Musa, lets Musa go pit, and instead prioritizes going all the way over to help Pistola right over there here at front blue. And I love that, right? He doesn't let that player distract him. Instead, he prioritizes his teammate, and in the end, they're able to get control of that bottom. However, Trifecta still scoring here. Look at this, 28-0, but it's a familiar tale for them. They need to play this entire game. Let's see some good mid-game and some good end-game from them.
Great shots there from Trippy to win his battle. That's going to be 2 dead. You can see the camouflage has just been picked up by Rain. I believe the overshield has just been picked up by Saiyan. So the power-ups are going to be split between the 2 teams. Looks like Reciprocity are making a push on the pit here, and Rain's going to have to play this one almost perfectly.
Oh boy.
Decides to give up the pit quite smartly, in my opinion, to try and maybe hunt down this overshield player. Gets the back smack!
Wow.
And that's a perfect play, in my opinion, from Rain.
Perfect play indeed. Let's see if he gets the help he needs to stay alive here as well. Eventually he'll fall, but like you said, he could have tried to sneak into bottom mid right to get the stop and to get the backpack there, but instead wisely predicts the route of the overshield that's going to go top mid, and he's able to get that. So Reciprocity though on the board as they do shut down that shut down that camo player, and they're slowly coming back in this game.
On the side of Reciprocity, yes, Saiyan did get taken down as well. You know, Rain with a great play like we mentioned, but it was enough of a distraction to keep Rain out of that stronghold, to keep contesting that bottom mid stronghold, and it has turned back over into their favor, and it has turned over into some points for them, but it is only momentary. Trifecta once again have managed to get control of the pit, and they really are doing a good job at the moment, Andy, of controlling what is the most vital stronghold to control on this map, that pit.
Next camo not for another 45, overshield just behind it around 50 seconds from now, but I like what I'm seeing from Musa here in this game as Ola picks up a kill from the grave. Musa actually leading the game in kills. He's 9-4 right now, so nice turnaround for him compared to the last game.
Yeah, he needs to be able to bounce back. As I say, he had most damage dealt on his team in the last game, so
that's true.
Wasn't a weak performance maybe as far as the damage he was doing, what he was contributing to his team. It was just, you know, his stat lines that you look at in Slayers. If you go negative, everyone looks at that, but Rhinoob here, testing this pit, trying to put some damage down, gets the kill here onto Pistola. There's going to be another player, no shields in front of him, gets the nice double, and that's going to make sure that they keep hold of that all-important bottom middle pit.
Tries to go for the triple there, Snipe down, not able to convert on that though, but you're right though. I mean, I was not giving Musa enough credit there. Of course, the last game filled with assists and lots of damage dealt. And here he is again now, 10-5 at this point in the game. Camo did pop, I believe that's going to be a burn. Yes, indeed, it was a Pistola grab. Shooter then forces the burn, and then Trippy is going to grab that overshield.
Yeah, big pick up there from Trippy. We saw almost got the burn on that Trifecta, and Trippy's going to get the stick as well. That's 3 players falling here for Trifecta. They're jumping in the pit here, Reciprocity. That's going to be an easy conversion, and with the overshield still in their hands, it wouldn't be surprising to see them push for that blue base too.
And an interesting point here, that's the 3rd consecutive overshield for Reciprocity, if I'm not mistaken. However, they're down by such a margin here. certainly capable of rallying back. We've seen them do it twice in this series already. However, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. For a second, I thought we were going to see Shooter get that back whack on Ola as well, but total control here for Reciprocity momentarily.
Yeah, it looks like guys from Trifecta have decided to rotate back and try and take that blue base, but Trippy on a double kill here, looking to contest this one! And Trippy with a beautiful grenade to take down the last two players is going to get a huge reset and keep the triple cap.
If I'm not mistaken, back-to-back doubles there, essentially only maybe a fraction of a second away from the over. But really well played from him. He's going to force his opponents all the way back over here to red base. And look at this. It was just about 19 to 60, and now it's 44 to 63. Reciprocity doing what they do best.
Yeah, it's good to scrape and scrap for those points, but if you can get a triple cap, Reciprocity showing how dangerous it is. We all know it. We've all been watching Halo 5 for a long enough time now to know that a triple cap wins you games.
Right there, a good grab there from Trifecta, though, to make sure that the trip cap does not essentially give Reciprocity the lead, as it would have been right around this time. The time would have been ticking at such a fast rate due to that trip cap. Next point that I'm really focusing here on set, Camo in 15, Overshield just behind it in 17.
Great play, though, from Trifecta there. Decided to commit to that bottom middle pit. Managed to get the conversion once again on it. And it seems at the moment in a 4v4 situation where power-ups aren't in play, guys on Trifecta are doing a better job. Just remember to just finish that one off, Musa, before I continue. Of getting that bottom mid stronghold, and now they're getting the camouflage. Now, can they move outside? Ola's going to get the overshield again, so again, it's going to be that battle of the power-ups. First kill go down to Ryan, though, so that's going to make life a little bit more easy here for Trifecta.
Ola needs to make a very big play here because he's down still by a little bit over 20. His team is not scoring, and he has the overshield in hand. He still has 50% overshield. Needs to make sure he stays alive and puts together a good string of kills here, or at the very least, control.
Stoller trying to hunt down this kill, and you have to give credit to this player from Trifecta here, who was scurrying away, just making him wear down that overshield, and that's all gone now. And importantly, of course, look at the score in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. 84 to 54 at the moment for the guys from Trifecta, picking up kills left, right, and center, and the camo player here in Shooter still doing damage.
I was just about to say, great switch from Wonderboy. Shooter had camo for its entire duration. As you saw Ola trying to make something happen with the overshield, Shooter was busy just lurking around with that camo and picking up kills. That's a kill streak right here of 4 for him. There's the spree as it comes in, just as I say it, the double kill, and now only 11 points away from closing this out and staying alive in the series, but they need to finish this game strong.
Yeah, we've seen it before. They need to close this one out. They've struggled so far in this series at closing out these games that they've had control of so much. You're seeing the push from Reciprocity now onto the pit. The reset comes in, though. That's a big play from them, and this could be big for the momentum in the series.
And now Shooter's just going to look to do the same in pit. Look, he's going to maybe pick up a kill or two here and just try to get the delay on bottom middle. Only 3 points away from winning this game number 3.
Look at all of Reciprocity, though. They managed to get the conversion just towards the end of the game here, and Trifecta have got to be shaking in their boots a little bit because they've been here before. They've felt that deja vu, and they don't want to see it again, but a big entry kill here in that 4v4 battle from Shooter is going to allow Ryan to move towards the pit here and start that conversion.
Yeah, here they go. If they're able to get this, they should be able to close out the game, and they're going to be able to continuing to force over at blue. Yes, indeed, scoring once again.
Yeah, great kills there from all of the guys on Trifecta. That's going to do the game. They clutch up when it matters towards the end, and they take your game number 3.
Trifecta staying alive now. Getting their one game on the board. You see Snipe down. A straight stare at the screen, knowing they probably could have closed out that game, or at the very least played stronger, as they do get outslayed 58 to 54. So first time we've seen Trifecta in this series really play the entirety of a game. And taking a look at those stats, I believe, are still the Coliseum stats, if I'm not mistaken. But my, oh my. Guys on Trifecta not giving up here on set.
No, absolutely not. They're riding a wave of momentum at the moment, and you saw towards the end of that game the difference in what a couple of games can make. The way that they played towards the end, took their time, didn't get overexcited.
Yes, I love that.
Because we know how good Reciprocity is. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. If they get that bottom mid conversion, they get a set of kills afterwards, you can find yourself in a triple cap and losing the game again.
Absolutely.
So taking their time to get those kills so vital towards the end.
The POV we were on was Ryan Noob. I loved how he jumped front and top red. Nades turbine, you see Shooter get that kill, and as you said, that entry kill, that was huge. Getting that first kill, you get the man advantage, then you have the luxury of calling the shots. If you let a team like Reciprocity get the first, heaven forbid, the first 2 kills in a situation like that, you could see yourself get trip capped, and you could see the series being taken out from under you. but instead, like you said, they kept a cool head. They're able to go ahead and grab that first kill. Then they move in on bottom middle. Textbook play from them. They close out the game. They stay alive in the series.
Yeah, one concern for me for Reciprocity side of thing in that particular game was the fact that every time we seemed to be on a point of view of one of the players, they weren't actually in a stronghold. You know, they were holding down power positions on the map, fighting for power-ups, but very rarely willing to sacrifice a life maybe to start off one of those strongholds. But they've got another chance here on another objective game type. We're moving over to Eden now. See new game type to be added to the HCS for this season. We've got some oddball action. Can Trifecta tie up the series and send it to their second Game 5, 2 series in a row?
I think it was a Musa grab on that overshield outside. Yes, indeed. Musa still with this overshield in hand. Picks that up again. Not the first time we've seen him with an overshield in this series, that's for sure. And an early grab, or some early points here for Trifecta, but does very well to dodge the green gun. So let's see if he brings the ball back up to his team. I think that's what he's going to do if he can hit the darn jump. And he finally gets up.
Oh, that was one worrying moment there for Musa. Luckily he had an overshield.
You have to wonder,
to stay alive.
Was it worth losing? Because keep in mind, he dodged the green gun. Was it worth losing this? By the way, this is where you hold the ball to ensure the play ball. We saw some mistakes there yesterday. Make sure you get that ball tossed off the map, so as Reciprocity flies into red here, they cannot get control. So that ball will be reset, but you have to wonder, should Musa have maybe just stayed alive with that overshield, jumped up, and let another player grab that? Because essentially he gave away that overshield to bring the ball to red to play it. Granted, it gave them a 15-second lead. We'll have to see how it pans out for them over the course of the next few minutes.
Slaying has a sniper rifle, as you can see as well. He's going to be looking to pick off some faces at distance at the moment. Not find any players in tower. Looks like he's just trying to scope out some potential call-outs coming in from his teammates. At the moment, no one really engaging in too many battles. Musa, once again, big kills from Musa once again. And now, you've seen how Trifecta can react. Don't stand still, Rhino.
Nope. Yep.
Sayan's really good at hitting shots when you're moving, let alone when you're not moving. Oh, baby!
Doesn't hit the first, but connects on the second. Just like you said, Saiyan able to really connect with these shots, and they're down here by 20, but of course we're playing to 150 here in Oddball, so lots of time, not only on the game clock, but also the scoreboard as well, and he's just gonna keep going with this sniper killing spree.
Yeah, I mean, this should be another player falling here for, almost was for Trifecta. Finally does fall, Pistola cleans it up, but it's taken all of these kills for Reciprocity to get their hands on this oddball. Yes, they're starting to score now. Hopefully they can rack up some time. I just feel maybe at the moment, their objective game types are a little bit guilty of overslaying.
The exact word I was going to use, the exact term. You have to wonder if this is a team that really feels like they need to overslay and only feel comfortable once they've overslayed. I've coached a few teams historically who have really struggled with overslaying and thinking that they need more control than they do. However, Reciprocity, a team that in this series, of course, still up 2-1. We can't say that they are guilty of it just yet, but we're certainly seeing signs of that they really at least like to have slaying dominance before they go for the objective.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head there with the fact that, yeah, they're still winning this game. They're still winning this series. But it could be something that comes back to bite them maybe in series if they go through a little bit further in the tournament. Rhino trying to get some extra time with that ball. However, the grenades coming in from Trippy there. That's going to be a double for him. He's going to scoop up that oddball as well. And you can see Snipe down moving towards that tower there is also going to block those spawns. So now he's just watching bottom middle, top cat to see if those top blue spawns come in that he can call out to his teammates. Now moving into a smart position to potentially rotate or play the ball.
Indeed. Curious where Trippy's going to go here, actually, because he has teammates you see spawning across the map, and he tries to get kind of a quasi-play ball there, tries to just toss it bottom middle. In the end, it doesn't go scooting all the way out, so Trifecta will be able to get control of that. Presumably, yes, here they are scoring once again. Looking at the kills category, unsurprisingly, based on the conversation we just had, 26-18 in favor of Reciprocity.
26-18, but only a 10-point difference between the two teams as far as the oddball is concerned.
Yeah,
get as many kills as you want. It's irrelevant as far as oddball is concerned. As long as you're getting points, as long as you're holding that skull in your hand, you're going to be scoring. So if you can clean up this kill, we might have the opportunity to rotate away from the Reciprocity players who have been pushing into that red base. This is what rotational oddball is all about. Getting those kills, moving to tower, and look at that. Now they're back in the lead.
And look at that. Even though Shooter had Musa over there, he grabs that ball and he gets out of dodge. He says, I am getting away from red and making my way over to tower and blue. Pressure now coming in, but it's a good rotation. Gives them a little bit of a lead here.
Wow, look at the team fire coming in from the guys on Trifecta here. Taking these engagements now, they can move to blue. If they kill this player in the alley, that would be huge because they could have moved the ball to blue, but unfortunately had a little bit of help up on the catwalk.
Yeah, I think to really get that blue rotation, as it's going to be another overshield for Musa, and he also gets it clean. No burn here, but I think if they really wanted to get that blue rotation going, they needed someone at blue cat, right? They needed someone at blue to be blocking those blue spawns because they tried to get to blue, and guess what? They ran into someone there on blue door, and then immediately that shut down.
I love this from Musa. He knows there's a player above him. He has overshield. He doesn't need to engage with this player until that player engages with him. So what's he going to do? Scoop up some ball time. Why wouldn't you? As long as you don't get backsmacked in this situation, you're going to pick up this kill, and you're going to pick up some points.
That you called it perfectly. It's so frustrating for Snipe Down. He knows that there's not much he could do if he tries to challenge the ball player because he's got the oddball as well as that overshield. And look at this. They were losing before this. What a play from Musa. They were down by about 5 points when he picked this up, and now they're up here 94-65. All 4 players outside for Reciprocity.
You just saw Musa walking towards the blue door there with a quick change of mind. Yeah, put his head down and went, actually, I don't fancy it this way. I'm going to go back that way. Tries to hit the ninja there. Pistola and Saiyan managed to get the kills though, and that's actually going to turn the ball over to Reciprocity. So maybe a little bit of a miscommunication on the spawns there from Trifecta, actually moving the ball through blue towards the spawn of Reciprocity, and it's turned the ball over in their favor.
And here we go. Rain tries to come in with that combo as well, of course. Can be deadly when it hits, but in this case it doesn't. Still such a close game between these two teams, and we still have the guys on Reciprocity outslaying by just a bit. 4 kills now, 38-34.
2 dead for each team here. You can see 2 players trying to shut down Saiyan. Saiyan's going to be forced to back down here. Takes a grenade to the body as well. He's going to have absolutely no shields whatsoever. You can see the overshield camo going to be coming up pretty soon as well. Sorry, the overshield coming up. No camo on this map.
Sniper rifle also up. You just see it popping on your screen, so curious if that's going to shift the tides here or not really be a factor. Great dropping and shooting there from Ryan Noob. We haven't really seen enough of that. There's been a lot of rotation-based gameplay where the ball carrier, as you saw with Shooter, wants to get the heck out of the way, not always dropping and shooting, but we're going to see an overshield ball play again here from Trifecta. Look at this, only now about 30 points away, 20 points away, excuse me, from closing it out.
This is the most impressive I've seen Oddball played in a rotational sense by a team so far in this tournament. You see, they're just doing a great job of communicating where spawns are and just moving that ball away.
Also, how about that play where Shooter leaves blue with the ball the entire time and kind of bunny hops his way over to the overshield?
I'll take that.
And then hops all the way back to blue. They're going to close this out right now.
They are, and there it is. We're tied up at 2-2. These 4 young men on your screen right now, they do not want that last series to be their Super Bowl. They want to pick up the trophy at the end of the tournament. For the second time in 2 series, we have a Game 5. And Reciprocity are facing elimination from the tournament.
And how about this onset? We know that this Reciprocity roster, in their opinion, is one of the most practiced on new game types. We just saw them get battered 150-75 on Eden Oddball.
Battered by numbers all over the shop. I mean, look at that, kills. I mean, how often do you see Trippy, Snipe Down, Pistola, and Saiyan getting outslayed by such a margin in one game?
I mean, it's in the end, like you said, they do get outslayed. But we gotta focus by 3 kills, to be honest. We gotta focus here on game number 5. Slayer on the rig.
Yeah.
What a series it's been so far. What a championship Sunday it's been so far.
It's been absolutely incredible. Game 5. Wouldn't have it any other way. With 3-0s all of Friday, on 3-0s on Saturday. It's Game 5 day, Championship Sunday. That's how tightly matched these teams are today.
You can see the demeanor on this Reciprocity squad. Look at Snipe Down and Pistola. When those guys are at their best, they're laughing, they're having fun. Reciprocity looked so strong in games 1 and 2. But somehow, we're here in game number 5. Slayer on the rig.
Here we go then, game number 5. New Orleans, make some noise in the crowd for these 2 teams because it has been another incredible series. Who is going to take this? Is it going to be another upset coming in? Reciprocity with it all to do here. Ryan with the opening kill of this game, trying to keep on that camouflage, and it's gone into the hands of Saiyan.
And great job there, Wonderboy, making sure to keep an eye on that camouflage, but just as quickly as Saiyan is able to grab it, they also make sure to shut it down. So tied up 2-2 off of the opening rush.
Sniper rifle was down open field as well. You saw Saiyan had that in his hands momentarily, but Pistola picks up a big kill there on Musa with some help. Shooter moving over to that top tower area, has the scatter shot as well, so weaponry was very much in the hands of the guys on Trifecta. Can he finish off this kill? Smartly backs down, didn't have the help he wanted from his teammate. Yep. And the last thing you want to do in that situation is give that weapon over to the opposition.
Yep, don't need to force it. Right there, he eventually loses Rain, but I think he has another cross angle where they might finish bottom middle, but I think plays like that from Shooter where he's not being, greedy, where he's not being over-aggressive, are potentially what can really keep Trifecta in this game.
See Pistola working with Trippy here. Trippy's just being the bait for Pistola. Ryan picks up a kill in the 4v4 situation. There comes Shooter with that scatter shot as well. Shooter's going to pick up another kill. Now Pistola's going to start coming under pressure. And you can see what he's doing. We've seen this from Tox. We've seen it from all the top teams. Wasting that ammo, making sure that whatever he does, he manages to pick up a kill there somehow in that situation. And that's what Pistola does.
He's getting shot across the map. He's getting his reticle's getting dragged by auto aim and somehow still finishes that kill. Like you said, I mean, that is Pistola doing Pistola things. Somehow manages to squeak a kill out when it feels like it's impossible.
Trifecta then with a 2-kill lead. If you're just joining us, as you can see at the top of your screen, this series is in a game 5 right now, tied up at 2-2. Musa has been incredible so far this series. 3 players in front of him, all that information going to be given off to his teammates as well. They pick up 2. It's going to be Ryan moving in. Musa flies in again. Can he finish the kill? Yes, he can. A spree here. Finds another kill in the basement. Can he finish that? That's a double. Make it a triple, Musa. You're on fire right now.
What is he doing? Look at this. So much help. They're moving around great. Musa all the way around 360. 16-8 in favor of Trifecta here. And they also get a camo in the form of Ryan Noob.
Are we going to see the upset of the tournament? Arguably one of the biggest upsets so far in Halo 5. 2 more players fall. Ryan Noob still with this camouflage. Pistola going to be caught out here. That should be another kill. Keeps that camo, cleans up. Another killing spree coming in here for Trifecta. And I mean, Reciprocity are on the ropes right now.
We talked about Musa this series, how he had some big assists in earlier games. Not so many kills. However, here he is leading the game. He's 10-3. Look at this. His team is up by 8. He's +7. Musa, a huge factor in this game number 5 so far.
Let's not remember, though, the first 2 games of the series. Same story, Trifecta. Winning the majority of the game, losing the game at the end. They're up at the start of the game again. They need to close out this game 5. They're not going to get an opportunity like this again. Their tournament lives are on the line.
They are. I love what I'm seeing from Trifecta. How many times in this game so far, we're not even halfway through, have we seen them waiting for help, leaving kills to be finished by their teammates, and they've been picked up. Trifecta really relying on one another in this game. Great assists so far. Rain, this guy on your screen, he already has 9 assists of these 22 kills.
Oh, let's see if the pressure's getting to these guys in blue at the moment. Trifecta, let's have an Astro listen in and see how the comms are.
I can help you guys.
Hold it top rail, hold it top rail.
Top rail.
Underpass move.
Hold
it weak, top rail.
I can't see him.
Shots, drop your barrels. He dropped barrels. Maze. Maze somewhere. Two guys bottom rail, I think.
I'm nading. I'm looking bottom rail.
Clear bottom rail.
Got him. Under barrels. Yes, got it.
Watch out barrels.
Get it, pipes.
2 guys barrels, 3 guys barrels. They're all 3 here.
I'm watching this. I got 1 shot.
There's still a guy bottom rail scattered.
Watch the spring jump. Watch the spring jump.
Dude, I need those swords. I like open field.
Nest on me. One kill me, Nest. He's going E1, guys. I'm going for camo.
You want right now?
You want? On BR.
One shot on
BR, Trippy. I'm getting pushed, guys. I'm dead with sniper.
You want shot over?
Just run.
20 pass. I'll show the
They're
guard.
gonna have a snipe. They have like 4 shots.
200 pass, 100 pass, Trippy, 1 real street, and 1's going to BR.
Right, I'm gonna help you on that side. I'm literally threat sliding.
Watching barrels, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna go base window.
I'm on Nest.
We'll go long door.
Clearing out bunker.
You want bunker right now?
Okay.
Bunker with a shot. Snipe down. I think he's sniping.
Ryan, you want me to put you on?
Watch out top rail sniping. Watch out bunker sniping.
Nading bunker.
Nice.
Top rail
Bunker on me.
2 guys mace. 2 guys mace.
Bunker one shot.
I'm looking top rail, guys. Bunker weak. Both weapons down. Bunker, guys.
Top rail on us.
I can help you.
Yeah, both weapons down, Ryan. Both weapons down. Get the scatter.
He has E2 right now, side down. I got 2 shots.
Shit, Ryan. Oh my god.
Under
Scatter's on respawn. 6 on 4.
Okay, bottom rail still, right?
One shot bottom rail. Dead. That guy BR base, I think. BR base or some shit. I saw him. He was SMG, I think.
Okay.
He might be bunker, guys. Let's clear this out.
No,
I have sniper. I'm not.
I'll tell you this.
Watch out.
Where's he going?
He's in bunker, Ryan. He's in bunker.
Okay.
This guy barrels.
Nice.
Bunker and bunker.
Help me. Yo, I'm getting shot from bunker.
Yeah.
He's on BR.
BR base. He got me. Watch out.
Watch out, bottom rail.
Sniper's down, Sandy.
Can't get out.
Watch out, bros, guys. Watch out.
Well, this is getting really touchy here. Really nervy. You can hear it in the comms. This game is now just a 4-kill game. What a turnaround! And Shooter turns around saying,
Look at this. Shooter turning this game around. It was just a 2-kill game. You had Trifecta up 16-8, somehow lost that lead. but now back up again, 33-26. Amazing communication from them. They stress that bunker call out, and Shooter flanked the bunker player to eventually push it to Tower 1. Here they are up by 5.
Well, that was so important that he hit that shot there to back that player off. You saw all of his teammates dropping. No, that camouflage is going to be coming up soon. Did he take a teammate out with that grenade? I don't think he actually managed to. He managed to get away with that one. Shooter does pick up a kill with that grenade. Pistola's going to be weak. Pistola drops basement. Shooter's trying to finish, but big shots from Pistola. Now just 3 kills between the teams.
Look at that camo's up on screen. Riot Noob knows it. Who's going to go for this camo first, and are they going to have the support they need to grab it?
Someone's got to make a play here. Keep an eye on the kill feed. Whoever picks up a kill right now is going to be in position. I believe a player has a sniper rifle. It's sniped down with the sniper rifle. Pistola manages to get the camouflage as well, and not only that, he picks up a big kill. They now have sniper rifle. They now have the camouflage, and they're now just down by 1.
Jumps past the grenade of Riot Noob, knew that Riot Noob was pressuring bottom middle. Reciprocity with all the tools in their hand here. This is so dangerous. Ola has scatter and camo in hand. I mean, right here, they could close it out. Reciprocity has a chance to come back and win this game tied up 35-35.
Snipe Down doing what Snipe Down does in game 5s. He finds a headshot with the sniper rifle. Pistola still skulking around like a ghost, trying to find any kind of engagement he can. Snipe Down, though, not having to do too much at the moment. Look at Saiyan picking up a double. Trippy picks up another, and now it's a 2-kill lead to Reciprocity.
Look at this. My, oh my. What was once a 16-8 lead in favor of Trifecta has all but vanished. It's a two-kill deficit they face now. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Next camo in 1 minute.
This game's going to slow down now. Oh, Reciprocity going to try and push it, try and press their advantages, go for a fresh 3 or 4 dead as that camo comes up. Everything for Trifecta at the moment relies on that camouflage. It's their only way back in this game. Maybe pick up a couple of kills before that comes up, get that camo, go on a little run. Snipe Down, being patient though. Trigger discipline from him. Musa picks up a big kill, perfect on Saiyan. And by this time as well, you have to remember, with all this time that's disappeared out of the game, Pistola's camo would have gone as well.
That's right. Speaking of camo, up in 20 seconds or so. Keep an eye on that. It's a 1-kill game here.
Pistola with the scatter shot, doing work for his team. That's 2 kills he's managed to pick up. 2 kills still the difference between these two teams. 10 seconds till camo.
See observer mode here. You see exactly where his opponents are. Keeping an eye on the camo platform as well, as that camo is now up.
Musa picks up a kill here. Trippy's trying to push down. Anyone in position, it looks like Trippy's going to try and go for that one. There is a player down there. They need to get that kill.
Trippy missed the camo. Trippy missed the jump for camo.
Snipe Down hits the shot though.
Musa gets the free camo though. Trippy missed the clamber on the camo platform. Don't know how. Now here's Musa with the camo.
He engages with Snipe Down. He's going to give away his position here. Now he's going to get chased down. Is he going to be able to clean up the kill? He does so. Takes down Saiyan. Still a 2-kill game, but most importantly, this man has the game on his back with this camouflage.
Unbelievable turn of events here. He's going to have a free sniper rifle as well with about 50% camo left.
Snipe Down buying so much time for his team here. Look at them all. Oh my gosh! Eric Rona does what Eric Rona does!
Still a 2-kill game here. Double kill for Rain. Sniper rifle in hand. We know what he could do with this weapon. He needs to reload. Only 1 shot. Here comes the reload. Down by 3.
Perfect in the background though. You can see Rain has to do what Snipe Down just did. He hits the body shot. Shooter cleans it up. Still 2 kills between these two teams.
46-48. 2 kills to go here for Reciprocity. Trifecta still in it.
It's 1 headshot. It's 1 headshot to almost tie this game up, to give them an opening in this game. Rain, what have you got in a tank?
I'm keeping an eye out for any flanks here. See observer mode. The teams are actually very close. They're on top of one another right now. These guys are trapped in basement.
45 seconds till camo as well. Here comes a push from Reciprocity.
Oh my God!
No scope. Is he going to be able to find more though? He misses the shot there. Picks up another one. 49-all. Who's going to win this game? Sniper rifle in the hands of Rain. Saiyan's going to be no shield. Saiyan gets away. They've got to push the kill.
Oh my word.
What way does it go? Reciprocity or Trifecta? Camouflage about to pop in 15 as well. Sniper rifle, 1 bullet in the chamber here for Rain to win the game.
Both teams on their respective sides of the map. They are no longer around the corner from one another as Rain had hoped with that scatter. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Camo's up. Camo is up. Who is going to make the move? It's a risky move at this stage in the game.
Challenge on the barrel side of things here. Look how tight everything is. The Trifecta! They win the game! And it's Musa who gets the 50th kill!
Trippy cannot believe it.
Oh my word!
Trippy cannot believe it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if the guys have the replay. We'll ask the observers in the back to get the theater clip.
I cannot believe what we have just seen. Ladies and gentlemen, Reciprocity are out of the tournament. And Trifecta take a 49-50 win in a game number 5. Give it up for those guys, ladies and gentlemen. What a series we've just seen.
Disbelief on the side of Reciprocity. Your #1 seed coming into this tournament. High hopes for that squad. But they will go home top 6. I think a lot of people at home, and I think even who were watching at the end, you saw it on the POV, someone pushed into either basement or back rail and was all alone. Look at these numbers, 18 and 4 from Musa there. Shooter also going 11 and 9 with 12 assists.
Big Moose. Big Moose is all you need to know right now. That man, 18 and 14. Most importantly, arguably, the most important kill of his career to date in a 49-49 situation in a game 5 with your tournament life on the line. That's one he's going to remember.
Yeah, I want to see exactly how that player pushed. I don't know if there's any way we can ask the observers in the back, whatever cameras were recording there, if there's any way we can get that clip at any point today to see exactly how that went down, because I had just got done saying that both teams are on their respective sides and Camo had popped. And I don't understand how one of the players on Reciprocity had gotten into a position where they were getting shot by multiple members of Trifecta on the rail side of the map. I don't understand it. I think there was a series of mistakes that led to that. And in the end, Trifecta wins a 50-49.
They win a 50-49. I mean, there's plenty to talk about. We're done here. Lottie and the guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, guys. I mean,
that was crazy.
I have no words for what we have just seen. I have never been so on the edge of my seat. I honestly nearly fell off. I was so excited about that. I mean, let's just go into that game 5 already, guys, just right now. What an incredible scene we just saw. Bullshit, please. I have no words.
There's so many times that I count this Trifecta roster out. I'm just like, oh, well, they had this 9-kill lead. There's no way they're going to be able to bounce back against a squad like Reciprocity after they had this lead and now it's tied. But they continue to surprise me. They continue to improve. And I've just been absolutely impressed by the likes, especially like Musa, the youngest player on that squad. He's been stepping up and just killing it for this Trifecta roster.
Clutch, I mean, you look dazed right now.
I kind of am dazed, to be honest with you. I mean, that was the biggest upset I think we've seen in a very, very long time. I mean, Trifecta, I didn't expect them to get past Elevate earlier, and they just beat Reciprocity. I expected to see Reciprocity maybe playing in our championship finals later on today.
I mean, I don't know what seed they were, but was that like a 16th seed upsetting a first seed? Because
they came out of M bracket.
Yeah,
they literally came out of M bracket.
I really want to see that end again because, I mean, that was just unbelievable. I think no one expected it. It was on edge. I mean, we didn't even get to see the last kill because it really was that difficult to follow it. I mean, just check this out, guys.
Yeah, just this ending is absolutely insane. Having to hit every shot you need to right here. Rain getting that last pickup. And right here, Rain actually had a chance to close out the game, but Sane slipped away and made this game a little bit longer. So props to Sane for elongating this game. But yeah, just absolutely insane back and forth. At any moment, one of those players could have died. I mean, Rain almost died at the last moment. Sane almost died. Just
we didn't even bring up that they were up 49-48, and then Rain jumped up, got the kill with the sniper no scope in the connector there. It dropped down in the basement. There were 2 players that could have looked and finished him off and gotten the kill. Rain stays alive. Then somehow Saiyan clutches in, stays alive. Just constant back and forth action, which is absolutely nuts.
Of the times that comms can get clogged, though, that is one of those moments, that last moment push as you're going across the map there. Everyone just charging around that elbow and trying to get that fight.
Yeah. I mean, we can see behind us right now, and you guys at home, Musa is getting so much love because you know what? He really did perform so well. I mean, having him and Rain performing so well on that team, Ryan Noob coming in strong. I mean, the team together, it just worked.
I mean, even Shooter literally picked up. All right, so Reciprocity starts crawling back into this game. Shooter picks up a 3-bullet snipe, gets 2 kills and a guy no shield with it. I mean, everybody on this team was clicking, and that's exactly what you need if you want to make an upset like this at a tournament.
Not only that, he killed like 2 of his teammates immediately following. And dude, I thought for sure they were out. Wes and I were talking about it. Stop pressing the L button because you were killing your teammates left and right, but somehow still coming out ahead.
Guys, let's take a look at the elimination bracket as it stands now, because we've